So, looks like Boondock Builds is challenging me again.
I need some redemption, and I want to challenge y'all to a 2x4 challenge.
Couldn't handle defeat once. Glutton for pain. Coming back for more.
You got one board. You got 5 days. Mano y mano. What you think?
One 2x4 challenge. You're on. Let's get to building. Okay, so first off, if you don't know, we challenged Boondock Builds to a 1 sheet of plywood challenge a couple weeks ago, and we won, obviously. So for the plywood challenge, I really thought that through. I knew exactly what I was gonna do and how it was gonna look, and it turned out great. Today, not so much. He gave us 1 week to do this, so not a lot of time, but I think I've come up with a pretty good idea, and it involves bending wood. Hopefully not breaking it. And please vote. Don't just vote for us because you subscribe to us. Vote for the one that you think is the best. Leave those votes in the comment down below. Tell us who you think won, and we will go ahead and tally those up and let you know. To start, I'm gonna build a jig. So I've got 1 foot wide and 2 feet long piece of plywood here, and I've got 2 of them that I just glued and brad nailed together. Now I know you're thinking, oh, immediately you're not using a 2x4? We're allowed to use jigs and stuff, but the project can only be built with a 2x4. So this is okay. So this is gonna be our template for the wood bending. So this is just a rough sketch, but we're gonna end up doing something like this. Made a mark at 6 inches on both these sides because we need it to start and end here no matter what the squiggle does. So I'm just gonna rough it and see how it goes. So I'm just gonna cut right on this line, go slow. I'm not gonna be super accurate, but while I'm doing this, let's check in on Boon, see how he's doing.
Now I know I just told Fish Over Chicks we had 5 days, but I've had a super busy week with starting up my official business, Boondock Builds. It's a paint and remodeling company. And it is Thursday at like 4:30 right now, and I need to get this footage to them tomorrow. So we're gonna build all this stuff in 1 day. So let's get to work.
Here's our template, looks great. We are going to put this aside and we'll come back to it later. Now, we need to start working on the 2x4. So first thing we're gonna do is chop 28 inches off of it. That is going to be the wood that we use for our table base. Gonna go in this jig. We're gonna cut that out at 28. Then we're gonna go over to the joiner and we're gonna joint 2 of the sides. Then we're gonna bring that piece over to the table saw and we're gonna cut as many 1/8 inch strips off of it as we can. I'm guessing we'll get 15, but I have no idea. I haven't done that math yet. All right, so we got 12 strips here. We actually did get 14, but the first one and the last one fell apart. The last one was quite sketchy, so I don't recommend making this thin of cuts on the table saw, but I did it, and for the most part, we ended up okay. When I was doing that, John was boiling some water, and then after I was done that, I went ahead and I screwed our template down to the table. I put tape on it, and then I put tape on the other one as well, which is not screwed down yet. We will screw it down later. That tape is just to make sure that that glue does not adhere to these. Let's go grab that water and start bending wood. All right, so the plan is, oh, wow, okay, that's hot. We've got boiling water. And pour it over each 2x4 strip. And hopefully that will make it malleable enough to then have it bend. Put it in, do a little test. We're gonna soak them all, and then we're also going to pour the water over them. We don't have a big steamer or anything, so I think this is the best way to do it. Boondocks might win this one, man. They're hot. All right, we're gonna continue to pour water on these as we do this. I think that might help. It's moving. I am very nervous. All right, our clamps ran out of room, which means we just need to clamp again. All right, we're getting pretty close. It's definitely looking good. I think if we had to stop here, it'd look good, but we're gonna keep going. Okay, we've got some gaps here, but honestly, I don't think we're doing much better than this. I'm quite impressed. And if you're wondering why we didn't use glue, it's because what we're doing now is just shaping the wood, and we're gonna let this sit for 1 or 2 days based on the 1 week timeline Boondocks gave us. I think we're only gonna do one day. And then tomorrow we can go in and we can glue it all, and it'll be way easier to glue it all now that it's in this shape. So now what we're gonna do is screw this piece in, and then we can take the clamps off. Wow, is this one of those projects where everything goes to plan? That would be crazy.
Yeah.
All right, it's been 24 hours. I'm nervous.
Calling and check and see how project is going.
The project is going incredible. You're going to lose. In theory, this will work, right? Here we go, moment of truth. All right. Okay. So, I mean, they bent. They certainly bent. That's pretty cool. They're still a little damp for sure. I mean, we put a lot of water on these. All right, so we put tape down on the workbench as well, right here where these are gonna go, so the glue doesn't seep out the bottom and stick to the workbench, because then the project would be over. So yeah, now I guess all that's left to do is put glue on each individual piece and clamp them together. Okay, one down. The clamp up. Here we go. So far, so good. Seems to be taking and not cracking. It's very silent in here, which is nice, so I can listen for any cracks. Because the second we hear a crack, we're done. Okay, this is going pretty good. All right, so if this doesn't work, the whole project is done and we have lost. But if this does work, I think we got a pretty good chance of winning. So now we're taking the remainder of this piece. It's about 65 inches, and we're gonna cut 5 pieces off of it that are 12 inches long. We'll have about 5 inches left over. All right, let's get these jointed and planed. All right, now let's get these two brought over to the table saw and ripped in half. We're gonna rip those in half on the table saw so they are about 3/4 inches thick, and we'll have 4 of those. We're only gonna need 3 of them. And the thinner ones will be the top of our little entry table, and the thicker ones will be the bottom. So we've got 3 thicker ones left. So right now that they're all squared up and ready to go, I'm gluing all of those together. Now the final dimensions are gonna be about 10 inches wide by 12 inches long. So that's about the same for the top and the bottom. All right, we're gonna let everything dry overnight, and then we will come back, finish it up tomorrow. All right, we have got our 3 glue ups. They glued overnight, and then this is what we have left of our 2x4. We'll put that aside. You never know if you're gonna need it. And if you're wondering, why are you wearing a Boondock Builds shirt? Aren't you going against them? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Let's unclamp this and let's open up the greatest project of our century from a 2x4. I'm excited for this part. So far, nothing has moved. Wow, look at all that glue under there. That's still wet. All right, moment of truth. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is brutal. All right, so we're definitely gonna have to do some filling here. Yeah, didn't work out perfect, but it worked out okay. All right, top and bottom have been sanded by hand, because we don't have the orbital, and we routed over the sides, and this bottom piece looks so good. I'm very happy with it. This top piece looks okay. We used the wood we had. I wish the top was like this, but it's the way it goes. So now we're going to unclamp this. We clamped it, and we just gave it some more pressure because there were a lot of gaps in it, and we let it sit for about an hour. This needs to be clamped for another 24, 48 hours. We do not have that time. So against my better judgment, John thinks it'll work. We're gonna brad nail into this. I really don't like this at all, but we don't have time. So judge us based on this as well.
That's good.
So how we're gonna chop these edges at 90 is I've taken a scrap piece of 2x4, I've drilled 2 holes in it, and I'm going to clamp this clamp through that hole there. And now I'm gonna clamp this one to here, but I don't wanna do too much pressure. All right, dry run. First test, here we go. Line that up in what we think is the middle. Okay. All right. Does it look even? Does it look like this is at a right angle?
Looks pretty decent.
Yeah?
Wait, let's...
How's that look?
What do you think, guys? Is that a right angle? It looks a little slanted, maybe.
Does it? It's part of the project then. All right, so all we can really do is keep moving. It is Friday, and we're supposed to post this video tomorrow, so we got to keep going. We're going to clean this up. I don't think we're going to joint and plane it. I think we're just going to sand the heck out of it, and we don't have an orbital sander right now, so let's join it. This is not recommended. Okay, I don't know how, but that worked. But now you can really see the imperfections there, so we're gonna plane it. Alright guys, I just wanted to film John real quick. He's doing the oldest trick in the book. A little bit of sawdust and wood glue put in the mini Lowe's bucket. We knew those would come in handy. John, how's the progress coming?
I think it's going to work pretty well.
You guys are seeing the other side of our garage for the first time.
No, they've seen it.
Oh,
Last
okay.
10 shots.
Alright, so we'll see how that goes. It's looking pretty good with the sanding. I have marked out the center of these boards, and we're gonna just try to do it with a dowel. I did the bottom of the top piece and the top of the bottom piece. Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah. No, yeah. The top of the base and the bottom of the top. The underside of the top and the top of the base. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a 3/8 inch Forstner bit just to get it started, and I'm going to drill a little bit into this. I think I'm gonna drill until I'm covering the collar on this one, and then this one I'm only gonna go like a 1/2 inch down, and I'm just gonna guesstimate that. So to get the dowel in there, I'm just going all the way down, then I'm gonna mark it 3/4 inches above the piece where it's sticking out, and then I'm gonna chop it there, do the same with the other one. Then I'm gonna go ahead and glue those dowels into the top and bottom while I'm waiting for our curved piece to dry. All right, we have sanded 120, 220, 320. We also did 60, and now we've clamped it. It's starting to look really good because John filled that glue. So I went ahead and I found the center there, and now we're gonna drill that hole in it. And also, that end grain, so cool. We should have done an end grain something. All right, here we go. We played around with the way it looks, and we're choosing this side to be bottom. So let's get a lot of glue in that end grain and in that hole right there. Rather have more than not enough. All right, guys, here goes. That did not go poorly. I am happy with that.
I'm shocked.
For all of the issues we've had in this build, I'm quite impressed how this is turning out so far. But it's not over till John sings. You are the fat lady in this situation, because it's not over till the fat lady sings. You've never heard that before? Here we go. All right, I think we're gonna flip it. Put the pressure from the other side. This might be okay. We might have done it. I'm super impressed. Also gonna say surprised. We're gonna put a paper towel down because we're gonna put a weight on top of it. Okay, I guess you wanna leave it for an hour and go have lunch?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, it's pretty dry. So we're gonna poly it. And just to bring out the look of a natural 2x4, we're just gonna go with poly. This is warm gloss poly, so it's gonna have a nice little shine to it. And I've been really liking the way it looks lately, so. Well, there it is. The build is complete, and for all of our shortcomings in this project and our hiccups, I am very pleased with the way it turned out. Am I surprised? Yes, I'm quite surprised, but I'm super happy with it. So guys, the way you vote is you comment down below, either Boondock Builds or Fish Over Chicks, whoever you think won, and we'll tally up those votes in the comments, and we'll let you know. But now, I get to FaceTime Jamie from Boondock Builds and see what he built. Let's go do that now.
Well, that looks pretty damn cool. Dude, that is not what I was expecting. Is that a pedestal? That's why it took you a couple days to glue it together.
Alright, Pete was left on his own last night and did not record one bit of audio, so I'm gonna do a voiceover for what I think he's saying in this clip. I'll do a quick Boondocks impression too. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, I don't know, man, you might have won. Oh man, you really think so? That's all one 2x4? Yeah, man, that's one 2x4. Wow, Boondocks, isn't John the best editor and super handsome? Yeah, man, I was just about to say that. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm a dumb idiot who didn't record audio and is recording in my very dark kitchen. But thank you for watching. Make sure you go check out Boondock Builds, check out his video, and vote down below for whoever you think won. And that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you. See you in the next one.